All right, let's talk about your paycheck, because we're going to completely transform the way you think about it. See, it's not just money to spend. It is, by far, the most powerful wealth-building tool you have. And in this explainer, I'm going to show you exactly how to use it.
You know, the second your paycheck hits your bank account, a tiny little timer starts. And you have exactly 15 seconds before your brain starts making some truly terrible financial decisions.
Now, I'm not kidding. This tiny little window of time, this is where most financial plans just go to die. This can literally be the difference between staying broke and building real, lasting wealth. So, the real question is, what happens in that quarter of a minute?
For most of us, it's kind of a blur, right? We know the rent gets paid, groceries somehow appear in the fridge, but the rest of it, it's like we're financial sleepwalking. The money just seems to evaporate, leaving you stressed out and wondering where it all went by the end of the month.
So what's really going on here is a mental trap. It's the 15-second money trap. We see that direct deposit notification pop up, and our brain, it treats it like a surprise gift, like a bonus to go out and spend, not a strategic asset that we need to put to work.
And this really says it all. It feels like found money, so we just spend it without a second thought. But people who are successful with their money, they do something completely different. They have a system, a simple, super effective routine. And we're about to break that down step by step. But first, to make any of this work, we have to start with a foundational mindset shift. You have to completely change the story, the script that you tell yourself about your income.
This right here is your new script. Every single dollar that comes in is a building block. It can either build your future or it can disappear into the black hole of mindless spending. The choice really does start right here.
And here's what that looks like in practice. That average approach on the left, that is a recipe for failure. You try to save whatever's left over at the end of the month, but, spoiler alert, there's never anything left. The wealth approach on the right flips this whole thing on its head. You pay your future self first, and trust me, it makes all the difference.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How do we turn this mindset into an actual, actionable plan? This is the simple step-by-step process you're going to follow every single time you get paid.
These are the 5 pillars of your new payday routine. We're going to figure out what you truly need, protect your financial reputation, build a safety net against chaos, grow your future wealth, and then finally, go to war with the debt that's holding you back. Step 1, you have to be brutally honest about your necessities. So here's an example for someone earning about 75 grand a year. Their core expenses, we're talking housing, transport, food, come out to about 57% of their take-home pay. A good rule of thumb, keep your true necessities under 60%. If you find you're over that number, that's your first mission. Find ways to trim those core costs before you even think about moving on.
Step 2 is completely non-negotiable. Protect your credit. That means making your minimum payments on time every single time. And what's kind of crazy is how unforgiving this system is. Just look at this. Dropping from 99% to just 97% on-time payments, that's enough to get you labeled a high-risk borrower. This isn't the fun part, I get it, but it is the foundation for everything else.
Okay, step 3 is building your safety net. Because life loves to throw curveballs, right? An emergency fund, it's not an investment. Think of it like insurance against chaos. Its only job is to be there when you need it. So you want to keep it liquid, meaning easy to get to in a savings account, not tied up in stocks, and you want to keep it boring. Its real return is priceless peace of mind.
All right, let's move on to step 4, investing for your future. And I want you to really look at this number, $600,000. That represents the staggering cost of procrastination. It's roughly the amount of money the average person misses out on by delaying their investing journey by just 1 decade. And this timeline shows you exactly why. Time, it is your single greatest asset. Starting at 25 versus 35 with the exact same monthly contribution makes a $600,000 difference, all thanks to the magic of compound interest. So the takeaway here is simple. Start now. If your employer offers a 401k match, you take it. That is a guaranteed 100% return on your money instantly. You can't beat that.
And now, step 5, attack your debt. You've really got 2 main strategies here. The avalanche method saves you the most money on interest, no question. But the snowball method, that's where you pay off the smallest debts first. It gives you these quick wins and builds momentum. So, which one's better? Well, it's the one you'll actually stick with.
And that's really the key to all of this.
If that psychological boost you get from the snowball method keeps you in the game, then that is the right choice for you. Consistency and motivation will always beat some perfectly optimized plan that you quit after 2 months.
So, you've got the mindset, you've got the 5-step plan, but how do you make sure it happens consistently, paycheck after paycheck? Well, this is the final crucial piece of the puzzle. It's what makes the entire system work without you even having to think about it.
You just can't rely on motivation day in and day out. Think about it. By Thursday evening, your willpower is probably shot. Automation takes willpower, emotion, and just plain laziness completely out of the equation. Your financial plan runs perfectly even when you're tired and totally burned out.
And here is the simple system you can just copy and paste. The day after your paycheck lands, boom, automatic transfers kick in. They send your money exactly where it needs to go according to your plan. It just happens. But here's a word of warning. Don't just set it and forget it. Anytime your income changes or you pay off a debt, you have to go in and update your automation.
Okay, so we've covered the mindset, the routine, and the system to make it all effortless.
Three simple,
Now, let's just
yet
bring it all
very
home and look at
effective.
what this really means for your future.
Here's everything you need to remember. First, flip that script and pay yourself first. Always. Second, follow this simple 5-step payday routine. Third, automate the whole thing so it just happens. And maybe most importantly, start today, because time is your greatest asset. A simple system, when you apply it consistently, is the undisputed secret to building wealth.
And I'll leave you with this one final thought. The routine we just walked through, it puts you firmly in the driver's seat. The choice between financial sleepwalking and financial freedom, well, that choice is yours to make. And it starts with your very next paycheck.
If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, like, and share.